There's that. And we got that going. Ed must be sleeping in today.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. Morning, Bocce. So what are you going to do today? Anything?
I gotta put a window well at my mom's, split some firewood, cut down mow the grass down at the farm, mow the grass at my house. That's about it.
That mowing should be slowing down here shortly.
Not with all this dang rain.
Yeah, fishing ain't been real good either due to this rain.
They just seen yesterday on the news, second highest rain summer.
Yep. Yep, fish haven't been doing real good at all on hits. So I don't know. Oh,
Did you do any good at Leesville?
absolutely nothing. It's been bad, but the water's real murky, muddy, and all that stuff. You got ads, Bocce.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Bocce was stuck in the ad column.
Morning, Bocce.
Oh lordy. Yeah, we got a little bit of work out in the shop that we gotta do. I got a Troy built rototiller that they brought that they need fixed, and I got a Coleman ATV that needs repaired.
Coleman.
Yeah. First ATV made by Coleman that I've ever seen.
I've seen like mini bikes and stuff, but never an ATV.
Yeah. I'm going to video it and everything and put it up. They bought it, and it's like a little kid one. It's got a remote that they can shut it down and all that and everything. It's just a little small thing, and it runs, but it shuts off. And the little girl's only rode it 3 times. It's still got all the knobs and everything on the tires and everything.
Wow.
They haven't even wore it out. She's rode it twice. So that'd be pretty fun working on something like that. I ain't never seen anything like it.
It's a nice little 4-wheeler, though.
Yeah. What did Bocce say? Where's my coffee? Well, hopefully it's in the pot.
Same place mine is. The wife forgot to make it last night.
Oh lordy.
Still in the cupboard.
You didn't go and put any on?
Nope.
Oh lordy. And Kim's probably still sleeping.
Oh yeah. It's Saturday.
Here's your uncle.
Morning, Uncle Steve. Yeah, it's supposed to be a pretty nice day today, so hopefully it is. I don't know. We'll see.
Hopefully get the scooter out tonight and go for a ride if I get everything done.
Yeah. Fun things to do with Tech Sparky. How you doing, Sparky?
Hey, Sparky.
But yeah, did you see about that wreck there that was down this way? One of them spider guys. He was slowing down, and all of a sudden the spider ejected him out of the.
He lost control.
Lost control.
Okay, I thought that was a motorcycle because I'd seen.
No.
It said motorcycle and ejected, slowing down, but I didn't realize it was.
Yeah, Steve, we're getting a lot of rain. I think we've had rain just about every day.
Some sort of rain.
Yeah.
That seems like it's coming up.
It's been crazy with the rain. But yeah, it was one of them spiders. He was slowing down, then all of a sudden he lost control and it ejected him out of it.
He died, didn't he?
Not yet.
Well, I don't know. He was in bad shape.
Yeah. It's the guy that parts the commercial manager
His brother.
here in Minerva store. It's his brother. He's been off work for 3-4 days now.
Since Wednesday.
Yeah.
He's been off. They were saying they wasn't expecting him to live, and he had a helmet and everything on. So he must have got internal injuries or something out of it.
I would say. Oh, well, that's the way it goes. Strange things happen for a reason, or something went wrong.
Yeah.
But we was on that one Harley run. It was a poker run for the girl that got hurt and was in bad shape. And these guys, we was running from bar to bar, pulling our cards on the poker run, and the guys, some of them was so bad at drinking, when they go around the corners on the full dressers, they were literally dragging their foot pegs with their wives and stuff on the back of the bikes. I told her, I says, next card we pull, we're out. And we just.
I mean, they were throwing sparks off the foot pegs.
Yeah. Seems like every poker run somebody gets killed or a bad accident.
Yeah. And, that's running bar to bar. And that's no good.
I did one years ago when I had my Harley, and never again.
Yeah.
Now, we used to like the teddy bear run.
Yeah.
Akron Children's.
Akron Children's Hospital.
We did that, and the police had all the exits or on-ramps blocked, and a car went around somebody and hit the people just right in front of us. I mean, right in front of us. Came right out and in between all of us.
Look who woke up.
Yeah. Looks pretty grumpy.
Good morning, Ed.
I've been up since 3:30 this morning. I was rolling cigarettes and taking a shower, so I was presentable for y'all.
Oh, Lordy. Want to build a polar? Any suggestions? Best thing you can do, Steve, is find you a Cub Cadet. That will make you a good polar.
If y'all were going to talk bad about me and stuff, I don't need to be around here.
Hey, this is a drama-free channel. Leave the drama at the door. Ed, did you bring Ken and I some coffee? I got mine.
I said we all got coffee right here.
Ice water.
Y'all don't want me uncaffeinated.
Yeah.
Ed, have you ever seen a Coleman ATV?
I don't know about a Coleman. They used to have some of them like little Spitfires or something like that at the like TSC and stuff. But I don't know if they were made by Coleman or not.
This is a Coleman Scrambler. It is sitting out here. The little girls only got to ride it twice.
Okay.
It's a nice, clean four-wheeler. I mean, it's nice shape.
LED lights, everything. It's a nice looking bike. First one I've ever.
So it must be something newer then.
I honestly don't know.
Well, if it's got the LED lights and stuff, that it can't be that old.
I wouldn't think not.
Is it a four-wheeler or a buggy?
No, it is a four-wheeler.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bocce, you won't say it to my face because you won't come up on live stream.
Yeah, and you're in Texas anyway, Bocce. That's a long way to drive.
She's just a keyboard pirate.
Yeah. Oh, well. So that's going to be my day working on it. I'm going to do that Troy Belt rototiller first and then see what's up with the ATV.
And I'm going to go to work too, I think.
Yeah, you should go to work. That makes the day go quick.
I thought you was gonna say makes your day better.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. 483 to go.
Well, the only downfall of our going to work is you don't have a coffee delivery system.
I know.
Yeah, but I can walk in and get coffee.
Oh. Okay. He's got to have me lunch here that day.
Wait. I can see it now. Next time Mark asks for a cup of coffee, she can say, "You're a grown-ass man. You can go in the house and get it yourself."
Yep.
But you know me. I don't say that. I just go get it. I don't care.
That's the difference of having a piss poor wife and a good wife. And I can say I don't have a piss poor wife.
I can say that too.
Right. But what are you going to do today? Anything? You going to put a window in and do firewood, Ed?
Probably. After breakfast, of course.
That's out of the way.
No,
What do you mean no?
it's never out of the way.
Oh, I see.
Don't you remember the old commercials and PSAs that breakfast is the most important meal of the day?
I don't know. I only do that on the weekends sometimes.
Gotta have breakfast.
No, don't have to have it.
It's a
Some
moral
people-
imperative. It's a moral imperative.
Probably.
483 to go. I thought it was 481.
I thought it was 481. Now she's up to 483. I think she's adding.
I lost
don't-
count.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes.
Maybe I'll have to start writing them down too. I think she's missing some of the live streams.
I could be. That could be.
She needs to actually go back to the beginning of each one of your guys' channels and the live streams from there and take it.
If that's not when the challenge was put forth.
I will send my countdown.
Oh, Lordy.
That sounds like a song. Final countdown.
Yeah. Oh, Lordy.
Bocce's going to be like 80 years old by the time we hit 1 for lives.
Well, if you figure there's 52 weeks in a year and you do one live stream a week apiece, that's going to be 4 years.
Yeah.
At least almost 5 years too.
Pretty much.
So, heck, 5 years, I probably won't even be here.
She's not that old.
She's not that old. Oh, Lordy.
I'll either not be here or I'll be senile and they'll take my channel down.
You'll be senile, huh?
Yeah.
That's the way it goes, though.
Now your brother will come over and push you in the wheelchair and push you up to the computer and get it all loaded up for you.
No, he won't. They'll put me in a home.
Oh,
Well, at least you can say he's taking care of you, put you in a home.
Yep,
dang.
definitely.
He ain't even saying anything different. He's just laughing.
And Ken just smiles, Bocce says. Bocce, he does not want to say any incriminating evidence that can be tracked. He's just helping his brother out.
I'm older than him, so I'll probably go first.
Well, how old was your dad?
84.
84. So you figure 74 in them years, within 10 years of your dad's lifespan. The quiet brother. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm already losing my mind because I forget where I put stuff and everything else already.
Then I've already done lost my mind.
He never can find anything, especially when I put it away.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I put my stuff away. Well, away.
Yeah. I hate that when I'm doing something, then I'll start monkeying with something else and I'll set stuff down, then I can't find it. Then I spend 40 minutes walking around trying to figure out what I did with it.
Yep.
Yeah, just
Exactly.
like glasses.
Yeah.
He couldn't find his glasses this morning.
Yeah. CRS. Exactly right.
I said the only time I ever take my glasses off is when I shower or sleep. So, and I put them in the same exact spot every time.
Can't hide her own Easter eggs.
Dang, that was loud.
Did you
That
see me?
That was the notification for your live stream.
Oh, does that mean I'm live now?
Yeah.
I don't feel like it. I guess so.
I know the other day I put it up and that live actually was on, for the lives. And today I put it up, or yesterday I put it up. And this morning it wasn't even there, showing that he was going live. Maybe that's why nobody's in here yet today.
It showed.
Everybody's just now getting the notifications.
What was that, Ken?
I said it showed up about 5:45 or so.
Oh, okay.
Well, I got the notification that it was going live in a half an hour, but the one that says that you are live now, it just popped up.
Right.
So
That's true. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, I was going to go fishing, but I was like, all this rain, that water's still going to be messed up.
that
Too much.
cicadas.
We haven't really had them bad around here yet.
No, not around here.
But now the Columbus area and all that, ooh, they're pretty wicked down that way.
Yeah.
And Bocce said she didn't receive her notification yet. Right, because you didn't set the bell.
Actually, I just got it. It said 1 minute ago.
See?
Or 18
Oh.
minutes ago.
Oh, did you see the post on Facebook about Harrison County pulling at the STEAM show this year?
No, I didn't.
Yeah. September something. Let me look it up.
I'm not a big Facebook person.
Really?
No. I don't go into that social media stuff. I'm really not.
I usually end up telling him.
Yeah. Yeah, Shirley posted it. It says Harrison County Little Hustlers will be pulling at the Caddis Fairgrounds for Stumptown this year on Saturday, September 11th, weighing at 4, pull at 5.
Oh, Lordy. That's another 2 o'clock in the morning thing.
Well, I'm not putting any 3 spark plugs in my engine before I go down this year.
Why not?
Oh, Lordy.
I like it running on both cylinders.
because that
I
one
know.
spark plug smashed shut.
Oh my gosh, I remember.
Hit the piston.
Yep.
And Bocce hates Facebook. I don't do much at all on Facebook.
I think you just hate your phone, period. Because I text you all the time and I never get responses.
I don't pay attention to the phone because I'm constantly people sending me stuff. And if I don't want to do it and I don't open it, they think I didn't receive it.
Oh, you need to get Kaylee or somebody to get a special ringtone just for me for when my text messages and stuff come through. That way you know it's me. It's safe to open.
Yeah.
Hey, Junkyard, what's happening?
Morning, Junkyard. Yeah, that phone, I'll
Well,
tell
that
you.
and he has all of his little dings shut off because it would just keep dinging in the truck
Yeah.
while he's driving.
Yeah.
So he has the notifications all shut off.
And I said that's why I turn my mobile data off, because I get so many notifications from Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all
Right.
them. It burns through my data. My data resets on the 12th, and this past month, by the 22nd, I was out of data.
You don't have
unlimited? No.
Hmm.
It's an extra $50 a month because I only got one line.
Oh.
Through
That's why
Verizon?
that's why I'm trying to change carriers right now. I'm trying to get with Spectrum, get that thing. A couple guys I know at work have it, and they love it, but they've got like 2 or 3 lines, and when they transferred over, I should have transferred over a long time ago, but when they transferred over, Spectrum bought them out of their contract.
Right.
I still owe like $650 on my contract, and I'm not going to pay that to get out of a contract. It won't. My contract's only about a year to go, and it's more. It'll cost me more to buy myself out of my contract than it is to just let it go and terminate.
Right.
So,
But now, Spectrum, though, how is that? Is it going to work out of the area?
yes. The one guy, his daughter travels for softball and soccer, and he has been in some like way down in southern Ohio. Never had an issue with that. Goes all over the place. He said it's a very reliable network.
Okay. I haven't really checked into it because I got 4 lines with Verizon.
Right.
And it works everywhere so far. But I've had it, a lot of years.
Oh, I have too. I don't have a problem with Verizon and their service. It's just I have a problem with, they're very high for what I have.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm paying over $100 and some a month for a cell phone,
Yeah.
Where with Verizon it's $45, out the door.
Yeah, Kaylee was paying like $80.
Yeah, Bocce said keep an eye on Spectrum. Sometimes they have up to a $500 buyout.
Yeah, that's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting. I've been watching their website and stuff. Check a couple times a week to see it. I actually called them, and they weren't offering that. They weren't offering that at that point in time.
Spectrum uses Verizon towers.
She thinks.
Okay, and Junkyard's got T-Mobile. T-Mobile doesn't work. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, if I go someplace, that I know I'm going to need the data, I'll turn it back on. But like Monday through Friday, just driving back and forth to work, it's 15 minutes that I don't have data, but I can still get calls. I can still get texts. I just don't get all the, other notifications.
Morning, Sammy.
Morning, Sammy.
Sammy is R and S, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought so. That's
Yeah.
a new name. That's good. But yeah, that and on a Troy built rototiller.
Uh-huh.
How in the world do you neutral that thing? They brought it here and they had to literally drag it.
There's probably catch pins on the wheels. You pull them out and push the wheels in and put the pins back in, and the wheels will freewheel.
Okay, I was curious about that because I went to move it out here. They brought it Wednesday, I guess. And I'm like, why in the heck won't this thing roll?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, there's little like clevis pins in the
Out
end.
on the end of each wheel?
Yep.
Yeah.
You pull them out and push it in, push the wheel in, and put the pin back through so the wheel don't come off. And you can freewheel it.
Okay. I was curious about that.
That's what mine is, but it's not a Troy built.
And this has got a Tecumseh motor on it.
It's an old one.
Huh?
It's an old rototiller.
Yeah, it's a 5-horse Tecumseh. I pulled the plug out of it, and it was solid, thick milk that just ran out of it.
Somebody let it sit outside.
Yes. But at least I can pull the pull cord, and it does turn over. So I'll be in a big... Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at T-Mobile too.
Coffee cup.
Yeah.
I was looking at T-Mobile also, and same thing. I need somebody to pay me out of my contract. So,
Have you checked with Spectrum? Don't you have availability to their internet and their movie channels and all that for your TV if you got a bundled package?
yes, I've already got their internet and home phone, and I can roll my cell phone into that bill, but
Right.
it won't. I still have to pay my contract out with Verizon,
Okay.
which
Morning,
is over
Willie.
which is still over $600.
You
Hey,
know,
Willie. And like I said, I think I got just about a year left on my contract with Verizon, and I figured it up what I would save over what I'm paying for Verizon. If I bought my contract out, I'll be paying more
right.
just in one lump sum. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the service. It's just the price of their service.
Right. I got 4 lines, and the bill was like $500 and something a month.
Until we paid our phones
And
off.
now that the kids and all that stuff's paid off, their phones, I think it's down to 3 something. Still almost
Yeah.
400.
Yeah, that's where, because I got the Samsung G10 something, G10s or something like that, and that's why it's so much to pay it off.
Right.
But it still don't drop down very much when I get that phone paid off, because it was the same way before I got my new phone. I was paying over $100 and some. I paid my phone off, and then it dropped down to like $88 or $89 a month.
Right.
So
Holy shit. The flywheel side of the bushing is so loose, I can't even set the mag. This has got a 5-horse on it, Junkyard. Now, Tecumseh is no more, though, right?
no, but you can still get parts for them,
Okay.
as far as I can tell.
Who bought them out? Was that MTD?
I'm not sure. Ken's small engine repair would probably be the one he was talking about it the one day. I don't know if somebody bought them out or if they just shut the doors.
Right. And me, myself, I don't much care for Tecumseh motors.
I like the Tecumseh overhead valve ones.
Right.
Yeah, the 14s, 16s, 18s. And the sure fact, the reason I like those is because they are a hemispherical engine.
But you can't get parts for them.
Exactly. I've got 2 of them right now. I would love to build the 16 into a pulling engine.
Right.
But the mag is bad. I could go with a crank trigger setup. But that would be down the road somewhere doing that. But yeah, I mean those overhead valves were, well, that's why you weren't allowed using the overhead valves, is because I mean they make a lot of power.
Right. Well, I think the stroke and all that is way more than normal too, though.
Yeah, the cubic inch to horsepower is way, same thing with the Briggs opposing twins.
Right.
My 16 opposed twin, when I was pulling it was 42 cubic inches.
Right.
When I stepped up to the 18 horse, I want to say it's 48 cubic inches or something like that.
Right.
I tried to find a 20, which is a 52 cubic inch.
Right. But then you reverse it to Kohler, and a 25 right out of the box is only 44.
25 V twin is 46 cubic inches.
It's 46. Okay.
Yeah. And a 20 horse, if memory serves me correctly, a 20 horse opposed Briggs is either 50 or 48 or 52 inches.
Yeah. And then Junkyard, he's got a couple of the cast iron Tecumsehs.
Yep.
Those are old.
Yeah. And like I said, I loved my overhead. Like I said, I got 2 of them on tractors right now, but the mags are going bad in them, and they,
Right.
and you can't get them because they're like the old Chrysler electronic ignitions.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, you can switch it over to a crank trigger, but then you can't run them in a stock class.
Flathead and overhead valve. Yep. With the solid state ignition.
I've always engines in the shed.
Yeah.
With a few tests.
Yeah. Bocce just got the notification. YouTube needs more coffee. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the solid state ignitions were great ignitions at the time, but once they start going bad, there's no repairing them. They're in like a sealed
sealed
stuff.
unit deal.
Yep.
Wow.
There used to be, I knew of a few people that used to run the Tecumseh motors in the pulling tractors.
I ran my 14 horse for a long time.
Who was that guy over there in Kensington? He had 2 Tecumsehs on the one tractor, and he would fire both motors to pull.
Dan?
Was it Dan?
Mm-hmm.
And that was a tough tractor.
Yeah, also he had one that had 3 on it because you're allowed to up to a total of 25 horse, and he had 2 10s and a 5.
Yeah.
He'd start to 5, and then use it to start the 2 10s, and then after the 2 10s were running, the 5 basically didn't do anything, but it was there.
Okay. Well, he said he meant the points, not the electric.
Yeah. The points on them were great when they still had the point systems. But yeah, the 08 OHV, or actually it's a OH 120, 140, 160, and 180.
Yeah.
All the heads are interchangeable on those. At least from the 14 to the, I think the 12 is too, but I know the 14 and the 18 up to the 18s are all interchangeable. And they're, like I said, they're a hemispherical head because the intake comes in one side and the exhaust comes out the other. They don't come in and, make a U shape. They go straight through. So very, very awesome heads, engines.
There used to be a lot of people pulling the Tecumsehs when they pulled the deadweight.
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of them out there with Tecumsehs on them.
Well, they're plentiful, and they were basically bulletproof compared to the Briggs engines. And then because the Kohler single cylinders, not the K series, but the Magnums and stuff were junk at the time.
Right.
So you can pick
aluminum. Okay. 220s.
Yeah.
But anything that was any good, they quit making them and outdate them, so you can't get them no more.
Right.
For the parts.
Well, right. That's what's happening with the commands now.
Yes.
And like I said in the video I just put up, I don't know if those oil pumps are just discontinued for pandemic stuff going on, or if they've actually quit making them. But
certainly somebody's going to start an aftermarket on those oil pumps. But you can still get the internal rebuild kits for the oil pump.
Yeah, you can still get the rebuild kits and stuff for them.
Yeah.
As long as the housing's still good.
Right. An old Cushman gas iron in the shed. That's old.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow.
And I actually thought that Predator was going to go somewhere with their V-twin engines, and they're just kind of like dying out.
Yep. Well, the cost of them just got to be so much. You can find some of the old V-twins, that are still in good shape.
Yeah.
Or the price of buying one of those Predators. Unlike the 212s and stuff that are really good replacement engines.
Right.
But I've never seen any of them pulling yet. I haven't seen in the pulling market.
Well, there was a fella that was building them for Poland. He made all kinds of aftermarket parts and everything for them, but then it just kind of like died out.
Well, it wasn't enough big enough draw for them when you could get the command parts for the same price or cheaper.
Right.
If you could have got the stock blocks for the Predators cheap enough,
Right.
then it probably would have took off. But without being able to have that market of the used blocks around, you're not going to spend, was it $1,500 or something like that for a brand new one to tear it apart and put aftermarket parts in it when you can.
Yeah.
Right.
When you can pick up an old Command V-twin for $100.
Right.
I was always curious. We were waiting to see one of them to come on pulling, but
they were only what? They
any.
was only 22 horse or something like that.
Yeah. 22 rated horse.
Yeah.
That's just like the Kohler Commands. The 18s and 22s are the same. Everything's same about them. It's just the carburetor and the
right.
stuff that's different.
Right.
So, because technically my 20 horse that I was pulling wasn't 18 when I bought it.
Right.
But the
Just like
bore,
you upgrade it.
yeah, the bore and the stroke's the same thing on the two.
Right. Actually, I would like to see somebody really do something with the Onan.
Yeah.
That would be a heck of a motor if there was aftermarket billet rods and everything for the Onan motors.
Yes.
Because hands down, that's a bigger built motor right from the factory.
Didn't Doc ran an Onan, didn't he?
Yes, Doc ran an Onan, so didn't Sam Wilson.
Yeah.
And Fred Albrecht. They was all running the Onans, but they couldn't turn the RPMs.
Right. Right, because they had the big block Onans.
Yes. Yes.
It was good for dead weight. They did them on dead weight.
Right.
But then when they got to the sleds, they just couldn't get nowhere.
Right.
Right. They couldn't get the RPMs out of them.
Right.
No. Where if they could have got an aftermarket rod and all that and everything, it would have been an awesome motor, I think.
Well, if memory serves me correct, I think Doc made his own connecting rods, billet connecting rods for his.
I think he may have.
That and the flywheel.
In fact, somebody locally bought that tractor, and I seen it some years back.
Yeah, his cousin or somebody has it now. It didn't have the Onan in it.
Right.
He got rid of the Onan a long time ago, or it ate itself or something. But yeah, the tractor itself, I can't remember who. I can see him. He's got a real unique name.
That's just it, Willie CK. You're going to get comments and stuff like that. But you know what? If it works for you and you're happy with it, it might be something that someone's going to pick up on and run with it. It is what it is.
Told him he should have got a Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, in stock form, the Vanguards, the downfall of those was the push rods were so small. You'd bend them.
Right.
They're actually a decent engine. Again, no aftermarket parts, but in stock form, the push rod. Same thing with the Kawasaki's. Kawasaki's were really good engines.
Right.
It's just the valve train just won't hold up.
Right. And I believe that's what Loudmouth Orange and all that had in it.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, yeah.
But he had a lot of aftermarket parts, but he had a fella out of Georgia that he got the parts from to do that tractor. And I believe U.S. Mail was that way.
Yeah. Well, see, I tried to get a steel flywheel built for my opposed Briggs, but they wanted between $800 and $1,000 just to build the flywheel.
Right.
When I could buy the parts for the Kohler, buy the block and the parts for the Kohler Command for $1,000 and have a better engine.
Right. The Vanguard is an early model.
Okay. Yep. So, did you ever get that engine that was on Bo's tractor running right?
No.
I don't even think you've messed with it.
I'm going to pull it back out. I'm going to open it back up. I just got me a Cam Degree thing that I ordered, and I'm going to check the cam in it. And I sitting here thinking, it's going through my head that he took that cam or crank rather. You took that crank and flywheel up there, and they balanced the flywheel. Why would you balance the flywheel? And on top of that, it's an adjustable flywheel. So it's going to make things worse as soon as he starts adjusting.
Yeah, because the balance will be off whenever you. I mean, it shouldn't be, but it will be.
That's it was. He was telling me all this, and it's going through my head, and it's like, you just wasted $508.
Yep.
And I really think that an OEM crank craft, you're wasting your time, and you're weakened it.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're pulling stock and you're not going over, 4,500 RPMs, there's really no need to balance it, in my opinion.
Well, there's a factor of my tractor, the one that I pulled for 7 years on stock rods, stock pistons. I've never broke the crank, but I do have a steel cam in it.
Right.
And that thing ran perfectly fine.
Yeah, but the steel cam is more for the heavier valve spring, so you don't break the
Exactly.
cam, the cast cam.
Exactly.
So, yeah, because I ran mine probably 5 years, and it was never balanced. And I never had a problem with anything with it breaking or anything.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure on what intake the Predator has on it.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. That Predator that I put on the sled, that was it was just it was the V twin, but it was just a single carb. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no double barrel on that. And that was a Predator.
We still have that motor?
Nope, that motor went with the sled. It's up in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. I'd like to see pictures or video how that sled's doing.
Mm-hmm.
See if they changed it up or not.
I kind of like that setup, but then again, I didn't like that setup on that relieving the pressure deal.
Yeah.
I don't know how consistent it was on relieving that pressure.
Yeah.
But it worked for us. It's a lot better than having a pullback tractor.
Yeah.
Well, I think if I was ever to build a sled like that, not just a test sled, a regular sled, I think I would go try to find like a 3 or 4 cylinder small front wheel drive car and use that motor and transmission in the back. And for the drive,
Right.
And then you could make it a trip sled where a trip and all that weight would be down on the pan.
I was thinking about doing another sled, but I want it to be a slammer. I want the weight to come down,
Right.
not climb.
Right. Well, you can make it a slight incline, but then make it a trip to where it trips and picks the back wheels off the ground.
Right. And then everything is on the pan.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got to use the motor to bring the box back.
Yeah.
That would be the downfall, I think. But I believe that's the way they're doing it in the national quarters.
Well, you could do it like a hydraulic motor, run it off the drive motor, and to pull the box back.
Right.
But
It'd be different.
Yeah. Yeah.
For around this area.
Yep.
We don't want to do all that work again. That was a lot of work.
No.
It was a lot of fun.
It was it was a lot of fun. But the fun over the work just made it unfun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you something to do though.
Well, the during was fun. It was the before and after.
Yeah. Yep.
If you had your own place to where you could keep the sled there and
Not have to haul the
not
equipment
have
around.
to haul equipment, that
Yep.
wouldn't be bad.
Right. If you own the property and didn't have to rent that and play to the renters or the people that own the place and
You're a grown ass man.
Grounded. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a grown ass man.
Yeah, that's right. You got coffee now, Ken? Oh, Lordy, Kim must have got up
Yep.
because I didn't see you go make it.
Ideally, what would be nice is if you get a chunk of an old chicken farm, have outdoor pools in the summertime, and then use the chicken barn for pools on the inside in the wintertime.
Right. But now you're talking over a 300-foot long building.
Some of them chicken barns are
Right.
300 or 400. I mean, you could do a 200-foot track indoor just like NQS.
Right.
But
I'm saying to have room to walk around the track and everything.
right. But like the ones down the one that's down the road from my house they shut down. I know them barns are 400 or 500 feet long.
Right. Well, that's what you need to do is check on them barns.
They're not for sale.
Oh. He's just
No.
leaving them set?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, I think what it is I think the farm itself is still owned by Case or whoever, and I think they're using it for a tax write-off.
It could be. Could be.
Because they've sold some of the outlying property that, where there was no barns. They sold the house, a little bit of property with it, but there's stuff sitting around some of the barns, but there's nothing going on that I can see up inside.
Now, is that the one closer to the dollar store or going towards Homeworth?
The one right there, it'd be on the west side of Union Avenue, north of the Dollar General.
Okay.
There's a little 183 Auto and a couple other little businesses right there. And if you look off to the west, you can still all the chicken barns are still there, but you can see they've sold some of the property right behind the little repair shop. Alpha Farms bought that. They're putting in they put in an organic greenhouse and stuff.
Okay.
And there's equipment and stuff sitting back behind some of the barns, but there's nothing with the barns. But I know as soon as they shut it down, the people that were living and running that farm, they offered to buy the house. They said no. They found another place to buy. They moved, and then like a year later, the house, one of the little outbuildings and stuff, all that was sold.
Now, what about that? Chicken barns. Let's see, you leave your house, you go back up to the Y, and you make that left.
Mm-hmm.
and take it over, and you make the right. When you're coming up to the stop sign, you look to your right, and them chicken barns right there.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay. Because we used to haul the chickens out of there, and he left Case, and he went to, who did he go to?
Gerber?
Yes. He started raising for Gerber, and then something happened there.
Well, the one I'm talking about was actually owned by, I think, Case Farms or Case, or what was, there's another one. And they shut a bunch of their chicken houses down.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, supposedly, from what the rumor was, is they shut down the lower producing farms.
Right.
How could they be lower producing farms? They're all ran
of the head count. They would put X amount of birds in, and the farm was losing X amount, so it made them into the lower category because there wasn't that many catch birds.
Yeah, but it was company owned farms, so it wasn't the farmer's fault. It was, they managed it.
It is, but it isn't. If the barns weren't cleaned right and everything, the pneumonia from the feces and everything would kill off the flock.
Right.
So their numbers would be down, and that is the farm management's problem to get it fixed. And once them numbers get up high and the flock keeps dying out, they shut it down. That's the only way they can do it without digging up the whole entire inside of the barn, because it's dirt floors.
Oh.
Once that's in there, they got to dig it up or shut it down and let that disperse to get it to get the numbers that they want to be at.
Oh, maybe that's why they're not shut. Maybe that's why they never sold the barns and stuff off. They're gonna possibly open it back up.
It could be. It has to set for so long to get the numbers right so that they can put a flock back in it.
Maybe they can't sell it because of the pneumonia.
Could be. It could be. Because before they put a flock in, they always go in and check them numbers. Same way with the barns. If you back out of your driveway and go to the right, go up there a couple roads, and there's all them barns up there. Those were Case barns too, up there.
Yeah. Well, I heard rumor a couple winters ago, someplace up north by Ravenna, there was supposed to be somebody renting a barn to put on winter pools. Chicken barn.
Supposed to be one down south too.
And I never heard anything come of that.
Right. There was Barnesville area or something down that way. There's supposed to be some indoor pools. True or not, I don't know.
Now, see, ideally, what would have been really nice is to buy the old department store there up the road from my house, Value City. That would have been awesome because you would have had plenty of room inside to do the pools inside, and there was plenty of space around the outside to have them in the summertime.
Right. But
the owner of that building, it got to the point that it would have cost more to refurbish the building than to sell it as is. So that's why they tore it down.
Right.
But now the problem they have is they can't sell it. Nobody wants to buy it because they can't expand. They need more land to expand, but they're blocked in by the cemetery on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side, I forget who owns that, but they can't do anything with that corner. No, but like Lowe's, they offered to Lowe's, they offered to a whole bunch of places. Menards, they offered it to Menards. They looked at it, and it's not big enough. The footprint's not big enough.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm going to shut this thing down here in just a minute and get out of here. I got a lot to do.
me too.
So, everybody in the chat, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate y'all. And we'll see y'all on the next one.
Bye.
Have a good
See y'all.
weekend.